rides for the children for a penny a ride. The animals responded well to his gentle, kind manner. He seemed to have an instinctive attachment with them. At age 17 he joined the Merchant Navy and in 1910 arrived in Newcastle, Australia. For the next few years John worked a series of jobs: cane cutting, cattle droving, coal mining, humping the bluey, better known nowadays as backpacking. At the age of 22, Simpson enlisted in Perth, just 3 weeks after the outbreak of World War I. 8 months after enlisting, Simpson landed at ANZAC Cove, Gallipoli, as a stretcher bearer with C-Section 3rd Field Ambulance, 1st Australian Division, the AIF. Just before dawn on Sunday, April the 25th, 1915, he waded ashore. There was a shortage of stretchers, medical equipment and supplies. Stretcher parties were reduced from 6 men to 2. Several donkeys were landed, and some had been abandoned and were grazing in the wild, overgrown gullies. Simpson saw a donkey grazing nearby and decided to use the donkey to help carry the wounded men to the field hospital. Simpson would start his day as early as 6:30 and often continue until as late as 3 a.m. He made the 1.5 mile trip through sniper fire and shrapnel 12 to 15 times a day. He never hesitated or stopped, even under the most furious shrapnel fire, and was frequently warned of the dangers ahead, but invariably replied, "My troubles." The need for fodder led him to the 21st Kohat Indian Mountain Artillery Battery. The Indians had brought mules to haul their artillery and had brought plenty of fodder. Simpson set up camp with them, slept and ate with them, and was idolized by them. The Indians called him Bahadur, which means the bravest of the brave. To the other troops he was known as Scotty, Murphy, Simmy, and generally the man with the donkey. The question was often asked, "Has the bloke with the donkey stopped one yet?" It seemed incredible that anyone could make that trip up and down Shrapnel Valley without being hit. F.W. Dyke, a Gallipoli original, recalled a rare occasion when his donkey was being obstinate. A padre was standing awaiting to accompany Simpson, but with all his coaxing the donkey wouldn't move. At last Simpson turned to the padre and said, "Padre, this old donkey has been tied up with some mules and has acquired some of their bad habits. Would you move along the beach a little way, as I'll have to speak to him in Hindustani." And Padre, I wouldn't like you to think I was swearing at him. On Monday the 19th, 1915, on May the 19th, 1915, at 3 a.m, the Turks mounted a major counter-offensive. Simpson made his way up the gully towards Courtney's post, where the fighting had been most furious. He picked up a wounded man and made his way back towards the beach. Moments later, the Turkish machine gun opened fire. Simpson was hit in the back, killing him instantly. The donkey, still with a wounded man on his back, ran down to his usual destination. Simpson was buried at Hell Spit, number 5, on the same evening. During the 24 days, he had carried over 300 wounded comrades to safety. One of the 1st Battalion missed him from the gully that day and asked, "Where's Murphy?" The sergeant replied, "Murphy's at Heaven's Gate, helping soldiers through."